I just switched to Found a few months ago and I'm already saving about $300 a month literally the minute I switched. In this video, I'm gonna do a full overview of Found, which is a small business banking solution that includes invoicing, paying contractors, bookkeeping, which is huge, saving for taxes, and a lot more. All of it in one tool. Let's get into it. Oh, and right before we do hop in, I have partnered with Found to get you an exclusive deal. Click the first link down below in the description and you are gonna get a special promo when you open an account and meet the qualifying activity. Take a look at the link below to learn more. And it's worth mentioning, you could sign up for an account without any required monthly fees, and you could do a 30-day free trial on their paid plans to get set up, get a feel for it without the commitment. Now, I want to give you a little bit of context about my business to make sure that when you watch this, you understand if it's relevant for you. Finding a good bookkeeping system that I trust has been one of the most frustrating parts of running my business. Now, this is not a complaint. I am totally willing to pay for it. But what I have found is that I was overpaying for most of the stuff out there around my accounting. And for a long time, I was paying hundreds of dollars a month for bookkeeping services. And honestly, they didn't do much beyond sending me the transactions that they couldn't categorize for me to categorize it for myself. So I started asking, why am I paying that much for something software should be able to handle? And truly, my books are not that complicated. I bring in good revenue, but the transactions are repeatable. And I kept coming back to this question. Is there a tool that can make this easier and more affordable? And more delightful? And then one day I was on Threads and I saw someone post their financial dashboard online. It looked clean, organized, and beautiful. And so I went on a hunt to find it and I found Found. Now we're gonna go through all the features, we're gonna talk about pricing, and by the end of this video, you will have a clear sense if this is the right tool for you. Now, before we go deep into the features, we need to understand, what are we talking about? What is Found? Found is a business banking platform, meaning you can get a real checking account, a MasterCard debit account, account numbers, and the ability to create cards for your team. But it's not just banking. Found also gives you built-in bookkeeping, which is going to replace QuickBooks or Xero, invoicing, which is going to replace something like Melio, contractor management, which replaces Deal. All of this in one platform that doesn't charge you an arm and a leg. And Found is built for founders, freelancers, and business owners who don't want software that's overcomplicated, overpriced, or built for a financial team that they don't have. And that's why over 750,000 small business owners have chosen it. And in 2026, NerdWallet named it the best business checking for paying contractors and saving for taxes. Which makes me think this isn't some niche tool nobody's heard of. It's just one that doesn't get talked about enough. Now, let's get into the features. Since Found is a banking platform, let's start there. When you set up your account, you get a real business checking account, the account number, the debit card, and the ability to create additional cards for your team. And you can get physical or virtual cards. My physical card came to me within a few days, and virtual cards are available immediately, as soon as you create them. Generally, it is a pretty basic card, but it doesn't need to be anything fancier than that. And here is where it gets really powerful. Each card can be assigned to pull from a specific pocket. We'll talk more about pockets in a moment. And you can set spend limits per card on a daily, weekly, monthly, or all-time basis. I actually love this feature. And with Found Pro, you'll also get a premium metal card, 1% cash back on qualified purchases, discounted wire transfers, and a dedicated account manager. Now, when it comes to banking, we need to talk about savings. When it comes to earning APY on your balance, with Found Plus, you're gonna earn 1.5% APY on balances up to $20,000. And with Found Pro, you can earn up to 2.5% at the time of this filming with no cap. Now, just as a side note, personally, I've been operating my business for 7 years and I primarily use Chase for all my business banking. I say that to be honest because there's nothing about Found's banking infrastructure that necessarily keeps me away. I've just been with Chase for so long that I haven't made the switch. Plus, I do have 3 credit cards with Chase, so all of my information is in one place. And we will talk about categorization of those credit card transactions inside of Found in a moment. But this is the best part for you watching this video. If you are a brand new business or just getting up and running, you could use this as your go-to banking solution. And this brings me to Pockets. Pockets are sub-accounts inside of Found. You'll get up to 10 of them and they let you budget, save, and organize your money with real structure. And what makes this incredible is auto allocation. You set it up once so that when money hits your Found account, it will automatically get split across pockets. For example, 20% goes to your tax pocket, 10% to operating expenses, 30% to team payment funds, all automatically when the deposit lands. Found also has a dedicated tax pocket built in that estimates what you're gonna owe with your taxes and sets it aside for you as you get paid. So if you have ever scrambled at tax time because you didn't put enough aside, that feature alone is worth it. Pockets are fully customizable to your needs. Next, let's talk about bookkeeping, and this is the main reason I signed up for Found. First, you can connect all of your accounts through Plaid, so most major financial institutions, and your transactions start syncing automatically. As I mentioned, I have 4 main accounts with Chase, my debit card, and 3 credit cards, and all those transactions get pulled in without me doing any extra work. And from there, Found has a full set of pre-built categories, all with icons, all clearly labeled. And that means you're not building a system from scratch. And if you do need to create a custom category, you can do that as well. You assign a category to each transaction and the interface makes it something you actually want to do. It's not boring like a spreadsheet, it's not complicated, it's not convoluted, and it's really easy to navigate, which is something I never expected to say about bookkeeping software. Now, the real unlock is rules. Once you categorize one transaction, you could set a rule. Found triggers a message automatically and says, hey, do you want to set up a rule so that anytime a transaction with this name comes in, it gets categorized this way? And that means you do the work once and Found handles it from there. And on the Plus or Pro plan, you get unlimited rules. One current limitation I'm running into is rules are not customizable yet. For example, I have transactions that come in every month and the title includes the date and some specific information about that transaction. As of the time of this filming, there's no way to say if it ever says PayPal at the start. Regardless of the other random information, categorize it like this. When I spoke to their team, it was on their radar, but it is not available at the moment. And once you start building rules for regular transactions, the system basically runs itself. And that's why paying a bookkeeper every single month stopped making sense for me. Oh, and one more note worth highlighting. I started with Found in January of 2026. But I wanted to go back and categorize all of 2025. And I found out that I could retroactively categorize everything for 2025, get this, at no additional cost. Are you kidding me? That's insane. The companies I worked with before charged me the full month's rate for any catch-up bookkeeping, as if I had been with them all those months. And since I needed it done, I had to pay for it. Found didn't charge me a penny. I had somewhere between 600 and 900 transactions for 2025, and categorizing all of them was smooth. Before I knew it, I was done in a week or two. Then when it came to doing my taxes for 2025, I could add my CPA to my Found account so she could go in there and see everything. She took a look and she loved it. Full access, everything was already pre-categorized, and she was able to see every detail she needed. We didn't have to go back and forth on a single question. And that alone, compared to paying for a bookkeeper, saved me $300 a month, which totals $3,600 a year. Keep that in mind when we talk about pricing. Now, let's talk about reporting. Found generates key reports that your CPA needs: profit and loss statements, income reports, expense breakdowns, balance sheets, and more. It handles all of it for you, and you can give your accountant direct access inside the app to be able to collaborate without any back and forth. Next, let's talk about contractors. Found makes contractor admin as simple as it can get. Let's say, for example, you're hiring a contractor and you need their W-9. Well, you just go into Found, add them as a contractor, and request it through the software. Found sends them an email to complete their W-9. Then you could pay your contractors via ACH, text, email, wire, or check. And if you've done this with other tools, this is important to note. There are no per contractor fees for ACH payments and unlimited payments. And the icing on the cake is at the year end, when you need to generate your 1099s and e-file them, you could do it all directly in the platform with one click and send it to your contractors directly. Now, if that wasn't enough, let's talk about invoicing. Found has invoicing built in with unlimited invoices on every plan. You can create and send invoices as well as estimates and payment requests. You could also schedule them for a later date, set up reoccurring invoices, and use templates. Now, it is worth noting right now there's no way to give a team member invoice-only access where they can't see your business banking. Now, let's talk about support. When it comes to your banking, it's going to be really important that they have amazing support. Any good company you work with has to have amazing support, and Found does not disappoint. First, the Found AI assistant is available 24/7, and it is actually one of the most useful AI chat tools that I have ever used inside of software. And literally, I review software for a living. So when I was deciding on Found, I had a specific question. Could I retroactively do my bookkeeping, or did I have to pay for it? And it gave me both a detailed answer and step-by-step instructions covering everything I needed to know on how I could get it done. Then on the human side, I talked with someone on their onboarding team on 2 calls. He was friendly and direct about what the software can do, how it works, and what's on their roadmap. And this was before there was any talk of me making a video. And a quick note, Plus and Pro subscribers get real human support via phone and email, and Pro also adds priority support and a dedicated account manager. For me, the team feels human, which is really rare in fintech. And this all leads us to pricing. There are 3 plans that we're going to cover. First is the basic plan, and this is going to include banking, bookkeeping, invoicing, contractor management, and tax estimates for no required monthly fee. That is a serious amount of value at 0 cost per month. Next up is Found Plus, and this starts at $35 a month or $315 a year. As a quick note, compare that to any average bookkeeping service, which for me started at around $300 a month. With the Plus plan, you're gonna get everything I just mentioned, as well as unlimited auto categorization rules, the ability to import transactions from external banks and cards, as well as 1.5% APY on balances up to $20,000, and in-app quarterly tax payments for Schedule C filers. And finally, Found Pro. This starts at $80 a month or $720 a year. And this gets you a 2.5% APY on your balances with no cap, 1% back on qualified card purchases, a dedicated account manager, a premium metal debit card, and free paper checks. Both the Plus and the Pro come with a 30-day free trial, so you can cancel anytime and still keep your free Found plan. Personally, I'm on the Plus plan because it covers all of my needs and more. Honestly, I'd probably pay the Pro price for how much I'm getting. And comparing what you get to a bookkeeper, they're not going to include the banking, contractor management, pockets, and way more. Now, who is Found for? Found is not for every business. If you have a highly complex set of books, or you need deep accounting customization, you probably need something more dedicated and robust. But if you're a founder, a freelancer, or a small to medium-sized business owner with relatively clean and repeatable transactions, honestly, if they're not repeatable, I still think Found is one of the best decisions that you can make for your financial infrastructure. It's gonna make you feel organized and professional without making you feel overwhelmed or charging you enterprise level pricing. And even if your banking is a little bit more complicated, Found gives you the infrastructure plus the dedicated account manager to help you manage all of it and get the most from the software. One thing I love is that they're innovating and adding new features constantly. You could always tell a good software by 3 things: support, integrations, and how often they release updates. And Found does all 3 of those really well. Found is a tool that I personally wish I found 7 years ago. The Pockets feature adds financial disciplines that most business owners forget, as well as the tax tools. They're gonna help you stay prepared for tax time. And this is much easier to keep a bird's eye view on what's happening in your business. Best of all, you could sign up completely for free. Don't forget to use that link down below, as there is a special promo tied to it, and you could get started with the right plan for your business with a free 30-day trial, so you could test it out at no risk. And hey, if you found this video helpful and you want more videos like this, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.